Hello and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Marta and today I'm going to film with my custom mauve palette because everyone I think has seen the Making Mauves palette from Colourpop. For me that was not exactly how I would like a mauve palette. It was a little bit like the shades were too similar and yeah, I just like a little bit brighter mauves, if I can say that. So my palette looks like this. I tried to definitely not make it a purple palette, but I feel like this is quite mauvey, honestly. So you have a couple of more lighter tones, then we have a more cool toned right here. Then of course I needed a very deep one, and here we have one that is a little bit more medium toned. And of course I have a darker shimmer here, which is a little bit warmer with a duochrome. Then we have Hunter from Clionadh, which is a very cool toned mauve, almost silvery shimmer. And here I actually had Colourpop the most, which is a light purple to gold, but I wanted something more sparkly, so I went for this a little bit more pink toned from Touch of Glam Beauty, which is called As If. So this is like super sparkly, but it has like light blue or light purple sparkles, so I think that it's just within the mauve concept. So I hope that this is like not too pink or purpley. I guess that's up to each person's preference, but I definitely like this palette anyway, so I'm just gonna move with it. So I'm going to swatch them all for you.
Sit on my bed, I got nothing to do. Take out my phone, 1 second, right to you. I'm really bored, please don't ignore. Started as fun, now I randomly know you love rainy days and you still live at home. It's cool to see you're real with me. I know we've never met and things like this never last, but every time you text back I can't help but reply with hearts in my eyes. I think I really like you, but I never say it straight to your face. I think I really like you, but I don't wanna repeat my mistakes. And I guess I'm kinda scared of meeting you in person, cause you're really cute. I think instead I'll slide into your DMs like I said. I think I really like you, but I'll never say it straight to your face.
So here we have all of the different shades swatched out, and it's quite bright lighting now, so I will just show you first with the bright lighting, and then I'm going to turn it down so you can see a little bit better. So here we have them in really dark lighting without any blitz or anything. This is with both ring lights and the window right behind the camera. And by the way, it's snowing so much right now. I'm just going to show you a little clip. Seriously, just look at the snow outside. I love when it snows like this because it's like super big snowflakes. I know I don't have the prettiest view, but but anyway, to continue here, yeah, you can really see the duochromeness of these two shimmers in the middle. One of them is a pigment from Tammy Tanuka, as you saw on the screen, and I did press it myself because I know people are wondering how I got them in the pressed form, but I do it myself. Just wanted to show you with a little bit of lighting from my phone as well, so you can see a little bit more of the sparkles to them. Some lighting from underneath, so you can sort of see a little bit more of the duochromeness, because the one from Tammy Tanuka has a warmer base, actually almost a little bit orangey, whilst the As If is more like a topper shade almost, but it's really pretty. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do a look with this, and if you saw the thumbnail you already know what I'm going to do, But what I'm thinking now is, like, it would have been so great to use these more neutral mauves to make a super simple look with just a shimmer here or here. But, you know, I never do those, so that's why I should do it. But I never do it because I prefer the shimmery, sparkly shimmers instead. But I think I'm going to use these two. So I'm going to go ahead with this one first, and then I will just show you what kind of transition shades I will use for it and how I will place them. So I'm just going to basically fast forward most of this, and then I will just stop to chat with you whenever I feel like I have something to say. Gosh, just look at how gorgeous these are. I could seriously sit like this whole day. Oh my god, look at that from Tammy Tanuka right now. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and start with my look because the light is going to get worse and worse because it's starting to get late. So I'm just going to go ahead with Testify here first. I almost forgot to put on a base, so I'm just going to put on my NARS base, and I'm going to just blend it down to the under eye too, because I always use eyeshadow on my under eye as well. And this one I feel like is really nice. It doesn't cancel out anything, so if that's what you're after, I would go for the tinted one. I thought that this was a white one, honestly, but it's really good anyway. And I really do like how my looks come out. But yeah, I'm just going to blend that out, and now I can go ahead with that deeper shade. And I'm just putting it all over my lid because that's how the duochromeness and honestly like multichromeness go. Like, you can see the shifts way better. And if I look tired, it's because, I mean, I am, but I'm only wearing a little bit of a lighter foundation, and that's all I have on my skin, that and a primer. I'm just using the Glow from Lumena. I think it's a really great foundation, honestly. Super light, and it gives you that natural glow, and it covers just exactly what you need. I'm trying to make this like a little bit winged out, even though I'm not going to have a eyeliner. I would like to have this like right out like this. And you can see the color right here, so that is perfect. I will just go ahead and do the same on my other eye. So I think I want to go in with both of these because this is like a little bit more cool toned than the first one, as you can see here. The first one from Looxi is more warm. Then we have this one, which is cool tone, and this one is even more cool toned, silver lining. So I think I will go in with Meraki from Devinah on the outer corner of the crease, because there I think I want the Tammy Tanuka pigment, which is quite warm. And then I think I will use silver lining on the inner corner as a transition, because I really want to go in with this one on the inner corner of the lid. So I'm just using a brush that is almost shaped like the other one that I had, and I'm just going to go in with this one and pack it on like I usually do. So I'm basically placing it right here where I have blended out this shadow. I always blend it out like that so that I will have a nice gradient for this one, for the transition shade. So I'm just going to place it right there, and I'm not going to worry that much about the blending right now. Basically just placing and slightly blending the edges. And this is a very, like the Devinah shadows are very pigmented. So honestly, you don't really need much more than this. So I'm just going to do the exact same with silver lining. Then I will go in with a little bit of setting powder right here to help blend the edges and set the eyeshadow base closer to the lid. No, the lid, the brow. And then I'll continue to blend afterwards. So I just decided that I will try to do a more halo eye, so I will rather just put the darker shimmer on the sides, and then I will try to use As If more in the middle and maybe like take it a little bit further up than just a normal cut crease. I do really like that way of, I do really like that way of doing my eyeshadow as well, and I haven't done it in a while, so The only thing I'm doing now is I'm packing on that shade Testify a little bit more in the inner corner as well. As you can see, it's a lot deeper here now than it was. So now I'm basically ready to go in with the shimmers. I just want to make sure that everything is nicely blended. So I've just been going a little bit back and forth with the deepest shade and silver lining here, honestly, because the outer corner I was quite happy with already. So I will just be using my BH Cosmetics Space Booster. So I'm just adding a decent amount to my brush right here, and then I'm just going to pack it all over my lid, and then of course use the shadows that I told you about. And since I don't really want it to be a very like defined cut crease, I'm going to, as you can see, I basically first make it like a defined cut crease, but then I tap the brush very gently and a little bit higher up here in the middle where I want as if to go higher up, just because I want it to look a little bit more messy. And it's going to look a bit more mauvey because I'm basically going to cover up most of this darker shade.
Things like this never last, but every time you text back, I can't help but reply with hearts in my eyes. I think I really like you, but I never say it straight to your face. I think I really like you, but I don't wanna repeat.
So I'm basically just going to continue and blend a little bit with the shimmers until I'm happy with it. Do the same thing on my other eye, and I'll finish up my base makeup before I go in with my lower lash line. Okay, so I've done my base makeup, never mind my brows. I'm trying to do a new technique where I use a brow tint with like a felt tip, and then I use brow gel. And I managed to like smudge the brow gel exactly over where I had been making the strokes, so that's why it doesn't really look like it's a messy brow, but I wanted it to be more of a natural looking. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to do my lower lash line right now. And I didn't even think of what I wanted to do, but I think I will just go in, let's just go in with Wildberry, and then I will just really smudge that out, and maybe I will use a little bit of as if, like exactly in the middle of my lower lash line right there, just to make like a little bit of a highlight. And I'm going to blend this all over here to make a nice shape like this. I'm just going to show you because the other day I was going to move this and I just stuck my nail into it, so now it's sort of broken. I don't know if I'll just throw it away or I don't want to. It's such a beautiful shade. I really have to be careful.
Like you, but I don't wanna repeat my mistakes. And I guess I'm kinda scared of meeting you in person, cause you're really cute. I think instead I'll slide into your DMs. Like I said, I think I really like you, but I'll never say it straight to your face.
So the only thing I'm missing now is basically my inner corner and some mascara and my waterline. I did put on some lipstick. I used W7 lip liner in the shade Shiraz. Be aware that this is no longer cruelty free. I bought it before that. And then I used colored Raine in the shade Classy, which I got for literally like $5 when it was on sale. So I don't know if it's being discontinued. I think so. But I really like the color and it goes perfectly with this look. But now I'm going to use my Urban Decay primer potion in the shade Freebase, and I'm just going to apply a tiny bit right here. I just want a white and nice base because I want to use as if the same shade I have here as my inner corner, but then I will need a light base because I want it to be a little bit highlighting, of course. So I'm just trying to apply it actually with the stick. I wouldn't really recommend it because you might make it dirty. But I'm just doing that right now. So now I'm just going in with the same brush that I used for my lid. And I'm taking that shade As If on that brush and I'm tapping it on top of that primer. So yeah, I'll do the same thing on my other eye, put on some mascara, and then I'll show you my finished look. Before I do that, I will just also tell you that I used Cosmetics highlighter in Northern Lights, which is like a super glowy and beautiful purple highlight, which I really like.
Take out my phone 1 second, right to you. I'm really bored. Please don't ignore. Started as fun, now I randomly know you love rainy days and you still live at home. It's cool to see you're real with me. I know we've never met and things like this never last, but every time you text back I can't help but reply with hearts in my eyes. 'Cause I think I really like you but I never say it straight to your face. I think I really like you but I don't wanna repeat my mistakes. And I guess I'm kinda scared of meeting you in person 'cause you're really cute. I think instead of
This is my finished look with my custom mauve palette. I do feel like it's quite mauvey. I don't know if you think it's too purple or pink. Just leave a comment down below if you liked it or not, if you think it's actually mauve. It's like so hard to see like what is actually purple and what is mauve. Mauve. I don't know how to say it. Leave a comment down below if you know that as well. But yeah, I do really like this look. I think it looks really pretty, and this is like a color that I think will look good on everyone. Honestly, it's like a purpley pink mauvey look, and I really do like how all of these colors play together. It's some nice depth in this one shadow right here, and these are all like different tones or undertones of mauve, I feel like. So I do really like that, and the shimmers are just so gorgeous. And I feel like this especially is very versatile because you can just, it looks different on different bases. So it works really well for the inner corner with a white base, but it's also a lot more like purpley or cool tone when you have a darker base, because then you can really see the shift of the light blue sparkles that it has, or light blue or light purple. I don't really know, it's hard to really see. I think it's maybe a little bit of both. But yeah, in general I really like to play with this palette. I think that this would have been, oh, you can see all my mess. But I think this one would be really great for a lot of skin tones because you have that depth, but you also have a couple of lighter tones that will accompany the darker, and yeah, just generally look good on lighter skin tones as well. So please leave a comment down below what you think of this palette and this look. I do hope you liked it, and if you did, please press the like button and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more content from me. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!
I'm really bored. Please don't ignore. Started as fun, now I randomly know you love rainy days and you still live at home. It's cool to see you're real with me. I know